you've learned living in the Getty estate, it's that nothing in this house is ever as it seems. Amy, the maid, came on staff a few weeks ago. The former maid was deported after immigration received an anonymous tip of everyone she seemed the most suspicious here. No one knows anything about her. Getty's son Sam lays around most of the day playing video games and bossing the staff around. But in the past few weeks, he has even stopped getting dressed and smelly in a smelly old bathroom.
Share your little information. My name's Sam. At the time of the murder, I was in my bedroom with my wife. And just before I went into my room, I saw Felicia enter the atrium. She glanced over her shoulder before she went in, but she did not see me. When I heard my father was being unfaithful to my mother, I did some digging into Felicia's past. About 15 years ago, Miss Felicia took part in a law program, which is a fancy way of saying she was in the nut. Is she crazy enough to kill my father? Well, about 2 months ago, I overheard a phone call my father took in his bedroom. He was furious, and even started yelling, something my father rarely did. When I finally got to the door and pressed my ear against it, all I heard was, "This is exploitation! I won't have it!" Before he slammed down the phone, I had just enough time to sneak into the guest room and hide before my dad came storming out of his room. Once the coast was clear, I snuck into his bedroom and looked at the call display on the phone. Didn't make any sense to me at the time, but I now realize that the caller is here in this room. The call came from F. Gagnon. Yeah, well,
At the time of the murder, I was in the sitting room with Bartley and Christie. You remember hearing the clock ring 7 o'clock on the chimes? Yeah, I'm not supposed to be here at the dinner party. In fact, I was just jogging by the Getty estate when something hit me in the head and knocked me over. I decided to return. I found the cell phone next to me in the ground. I decided to return the cell phone and possibly give some choice words to the owner.
Sylvester?
Hey, sneaky little.
What was your question? I was trying to.
Oh, did you know about being cut out of the will? When did you find out that you were being cut out of the will?
I don't know what time, but I got my hands. This is the sheriff's mission. I got my hands on the will that Bartley had carried in his briefcase, and it looked odd, not as formal as a typical will. And while he and his firm are written into Getty's will, there was no mention of myself.
Felicia monthly allowance. As recently as 2 weeks ago, I saw return checks from the bank in his office as I was doing some tidying up the other day. Roberto came on staff late that summer, about 4 months before Amy was hired. It seemed strange to me that a guy named Roberto could have the same last name, Smith. Also, I always thought his accent is very strange, but didn't want to be rude by questioning him. Earlier, I found myself alone in the sitting room with Kirsty's purse, although I really took it when she wasn't looking here in the sitting room, so I could take a look at her belongings.
I did this kind of murder. I was freshening up in the washroom on the main floor, alone, of course. I don't know if anyone can verify where I was. Maybe someone saw me, maybe not. And I don't know why I was invited to this gathering tonight. I just don't know. I don't know really Getty, and I expect to learn why I was summoned here tonight from the rest of the household. That's all I have to say.
Difficult to find a moment's peace in Getty's home. I had gone out by myself to the atrium to look through the telescope to enjoy the stars, and suddenly, mad, well, people from sorts of illicit activity. You should stay away. There's danger.
Felicia in prison overnight after the fight, refusing to bail him out. While trying to teach his wife a lesson, he did not realize that putting these two women together in a cell would prove to be the biggest mistake of his life. After a lot of mudslinging and a couple of punches thrown, Felicia and Madge cleared the air. Felicia told Madge of her daughter, while Madge suspected his present-day affairs, his infidelity 18 years ago, while they were still newlyweds, was an unforgivable transgression. That's when Felicia and Madge hatched the plan. Tonight's dinner was the perfect opportunity. The two betrayed women met in the secret passageway that leads from Samson's bedroom to his study. There they waited until he was alone, smoking his pipe. While neither of the ladies alone were strong enough to strangle Getty, together they were able to overpower
teamwork.
Leaving the secret passageway again, the two returned to the top of the floor of the estate, sneaking out of Getty's closet just after Amy and Roberto left the guest room. From there, both women snuck into the atrium and staged an argument, providing each other with an alibi that no one could question. And these two women may have gotten away with the murder if it wasn't for one vital error. Both Felicia and Madge claimed to have been in the atrium when the other entered, accusing the other of being the one who initiated the argument. They were clearly lying about their whereabouts at the time of the murder, and because of that detail, have been determined guilty with motive, means, and opportunity to kill Samson Getty together. Although he was a brilliant businessman, Samson Getty's downfall was due to his failure to realize that heaven has no rage like love to hatred turned, nor hell of fury like a woman scorned.
When I read
We
this,
beat each other
but I
up.
think I just said it right. I wrote hers, but I meant to write this.
That was pretty good. That's good job. I did that figured out.
5 seconds. There we go. Just smile away.
That was good, Mike. Sure. Don't
Recording.
share any of
So we're gardeners.
with each other.
I'll show off our tools.
You push record. Smile real big, Wendell. Yeah.